this list does not include just the cheapest hotels. It's the best value. Of course, Circus is the cheapest, so I had to include it on the list. $70. That's everything. The room, the resort fee, the junk fees, the sales tax, everything, $70. You might say, oh, I thought it was $22. No, $70. All these rates are weekday. None are weekend. But they all include everything. The Strat, why would you stay at the Strat for $81? Well, it's real close to the Arts District. That's something people don't understand about the Strat. It is really close to downtown. I mean, it looks like it's right on the Strip, but it's an easy walk downtown, especially if you go in the daytime. I'm not sure that I would recommend going at midnight like I did the other night. But the Strat has great rooms, and there's a little bit of entertainment, and if you're daring, you might jump off of the tower. The Sahara for $77 is an excellent value. They have great rooms, good swimming pool, Magic Mike. It is on the north end, so if you like Fontainebleau, it's right next door. Stay here, walk to Fontainebleau. It's very safe to walk to Fontainebleau. It's a very nice sidewalk to Fontainebleau. Excalibur if you're traveling with children. Number one, if you're traveling with children, would be Circus. Number two would be Excalibur. They got the the shows, and they've got an arcade. If you're traveling with children, nobody's gonna give you a side eye, stink eye, while you're walking through the casino with your children. It's $76 for Harrah's. I think that if you look at their website, I think that $76 room is probably listed at $17 on their calendar. Maybe $22. It doesn't matter. It's bullshit. It's $76 by the time you pay the resort fee and the junk fees and the tax, which is pretty good. It would sound a lot better if you said 22, but I'm trying to tell the truth. The reason you'd say at Harrah's is location. Same with Link. The location is fantastic. You're right across the street from Caesar's Palace. So if you don't want to spend the money for Caesar's Palace, stay at Link or Harrah's and walk across the street for the entertainment at Caesar's Palace, or the Forum Shops right across the street. Link has kind of small rooms, but they're nice. The Link Promenade has a lot of entertainment. The Wynn at $317. You think, well, why in the hell did you put that on this list? This is a shitty list. No, it's not. It's one of the best lists ever, some might say. But the Wynn at $317, the reason I put it on there is because it's rare to see the Wynn under $550. And if you just want to experience the Wynn for once in a blue moon, $317. That's everything. What a bargain. Caesar's Palace at $153. Doesn't sound that great, does it? But that's $153. That's including everything. Out the door, $153. But don't let the people try to upgrade you, and then you're not $153 anymore. They're going to tell you they're going to give you a room with a better view. You don't care about the view. You're staying at Caesar's Palace. You're going to be walking around Caesar's Palace. A great swimming pool, most iconic lobby, hotel lobby probably in the world. Fountains, really cheap restaurant out front, HK. Not really. That was a joke, son. Casino Royale, $3 beers at the casino bar, $3 well drinks, free coffee while you're playing slots. It's an all slot and some machines for craps. They got the best shoot to win, I think, on the strip. And if you stay at Harrah's, just walk next door to if you want to get a drink. Don't buy your drink at Harrah's. They'll kill you on the price. New York at $86 is a bargain. If for nothing else, just to experience this. These rooms, when you see this hotel from the outside, it looks like maybe it's a fake facade. But it's not. Those rooms are all scattered around there. When you get off the elevator, you might want to bring some bread so you can drop some crumbs in case you get tore up drunk and you come back and you can't find your room. Just look for get like some wheat bread or something, because there'll probably be other people dropping other bread. You want yours to be a different color so you can get to your room. But it's nice. Treasure Island, $96. Pretty decent. It's got a CVS built in the casino floor. This location is really, really nice. It was better when the Mirage was still open and you had a tram to go in between. And then you had a continuous walk between Treasure Island all the way to Caesars. But it's still a great location, privately owned hotel. Got Gillies there. At Park MGM, why would you want to stay there? $110 for Park MGM's good price. It's non-smoking. The entire property is non-smoking. And some people really, really have a problem with the smoke. And you can stay there the whole time, but don't even leave. All areas, not just the casino, but the hotel, the swimming pools, the eateries, the sports book, everything non-smoking. The last two are my favorite picks, and as cheap as I am, you say $207. Yeah. Palazzo and Venetian, $207. You'll never see that. Maybe past August, probably never again. Vegas is slow right now. July and August is always slow. But $207 including tax, including resort fee, including junk fees, everything. $207 is a bargain. But if I had to pick between the Palazzo and the Venetian, I'm staying at the Venetian. Because the Venetian is the best property in all of Vegas. It's just absolutely amazing. You just walk around the canal shops, Uh, I don't think there's anything that special about the casino. It's certainly nice, but there's a lot of people always. It's busy most of the time, if you like busy, even on the weekdays. But the property is just outstanding. Something you'll never forget. That's my list. It's a good one. Real good one, some might say.